How many of you have ever been to a volleyball game and seen a player go behind a line and throw it across the net and wondered what it was? Well, today I'm going to tell you how to properly serve a volleyball and the importance of serving a volleyball. In volleyball, according to USA Volleyball, nothing is more important than the serve. Serving is used as a vital weapon for the offense, and if they make an error, just like any other weapon, it will hurt them. Serves are the most crucial aspect of volleyball because it can make or break a team, especially when it's a close game and the game is in the 20s. Then serving, if you miss it, then the team automatically gets the point, and you don't want that. You want to fight for the point as long as you can. So there's three main types of serving. There's underhand serving, which is is the beginning elementary type of serving. Usually middle schoolers do the underhand serve, and if you're in high school and doing underhand serve, my advice to you is probably just to quit volleyball. There's overhand serve, and this can be seen in beach and in indoor volleyball. Overhand serve is like the intermediate way to serve. Anyone who can overhand serve can play either competitive or school volleyball. And lastly, there's jump serving. Jump serving is the most competitive type of serve. There's jump float and there's top spin. Top spin is when the ball spins and has an immediate drop before the opponent's body. And then the float serve, which is both these pictures are both demonstrating the float serve, and it's the way that the ball floats in the air, and you kind of have to use the air currents to make the ball float. So first of all, this is how you underhand serve. You start with a volleyball, and if you're left-handed, then you start it with your right hand holding the volleyball. If you're right-handed, you start holding the volleyball with your left hand. You just swing your arms back and forth, and you make a fist, and you just pop it over the net. If you're too strong, you might make it out of bounds, so you kind of have to follow through with that. Overhand serving is not that complicated, but there is lots of little steps. You have to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart, that your elbow is higher than your ear, is what they say, and it is behind your shoulder, so that way you don't hurt your shoulder. And you simply just, again, it's the same thing. If you're right-handed, you hold the ball with your left hand, and if you're left-handed, then you hold it with your right hand. I don't know if I just said that twice, but then you simply throw the ball over, but you don't ever you toss the volleyball, and you have to let it land right in between your feet. And if you toss it too far back, you can get serious shoulder injuries. So the toss is a very important part of serving. And lastly, jump serving. This is the hardest serve to learn. For jump float and for top spin serves, you have to use your approach, which is left, right, left. And the first step is a big left step, and then the last two are a quick 2 steps, right, left. And then if you're left-handed, it's the opposite. It's right, left, right. You have to make sure that the toss for top spin is high. It's probably usually about 10-15 feet up in the air. And it has to be in front of you, so that way you have time to do your approach. For a float serve, you simply just toss the ball a little bit further up than a regular serve, but you don't toss it nearly as high. And then there's wrong and right in serving. On the left, you'll see it's the wrong way because her feet are not together. And if you have one foot up in the air, it can cause you to lose your balance, and that's usually the most often way to miss a serve is if your feet are in the wrong position. But on the right side, you can see that that's the right way to serve is because her shoulders are back. You extend your body like this, and your feet are both in the air. And those are the proper ways to serve a volleyball.